Hey guys, it's Zoidberg. Man, do I have a treat for you guys today. So, I'm putting up two Manhunt games. They were with Nostalgie CGN, or CGN, sorry, Neenkin, and ScorpioRain. Now, I've had this game since release, basically for a year. And this is by far the best two Manhunt games I have ever played. Probably the best two actual games of any mode that I've played. And I actually recorded them, so you guys get to see them. So the first one, we are on Siena, and we are playing as the thief. So just a heads up, these targets, honestly, they pissed us off, or at least pissed me off, because they were basically running the entire time. And even though I wasn't like majorly raging, I was still pretty mad. But we still were able to score pretty high on them, and I think I streaked both times somehow. But yeah, we cleared them out right there. Sorry. So I noticed that as one, and I'm gonna try and get poison on him. And yes, he is not playing to start off. I don't know why, but if someone's not playing and you don't get the kill, you may have some honor or whatever, but if they're not playing, that's not your fault. So I cut that guy off, because what happens with these guys is they run so much that we just have to sort of coordinate to rush them to each other. That's what we end up doing. So right there, someone gets stunned. Nostalgia gets it, though. He's running this way, so I'm going to try and cut him off. I can't really. The best runners, to be completely honest with you, just run. Don't run randomly. They just run and find the pursuers and run the opposite way. And yes, it is frustrating as anything else, but it takes skill to do. Now these guys, no, that I should have got that kill for one thing. That was my mistake. But these guys were not skilled runners. Like for instance, that kill, I mean, if he was a skilled runner, he would not have run right to me. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, as you can see, they are going crazy. And I get the wrong one on this. It was sort of a guess thing. And he smoked literally just as I pressed X. But that is the benefit of having someone there when you're killing. If you miss the target, they still get it. And the team score is really the most impressive. So I try and get this dude, but he just runs away. And so I'm going to smoke. What you can do is you can run and smoke them. I didn't get him that time, which is why I had to poison real fast. But then you can let your meter build back up, and you can still get a silent. I don't think I did on that one, though, because I missed the smoke by a little bit, which doesn't really matter. It was still a 400-point kill. It's not bad. So right here, we completely corner this dude. Neenkin tries to get a disguise off. Or maybe he didn't see him. It was one of those two, but he still ends up getting the kill. And now some of them are starting to hide in blend groups. This one is going to meet a similar fate to all his comrades, courtesy of Neenkin. And here is us chasing them again. That's pretty much all the attacking round was us just chasing them around. I probably should have got a focus on that, but I'm not. That is one of my weaknesses, is I can't really get an acrobatic focus. I'm not too great at that yet. So I sort of am going after this guy. I'm trying to cut him off. He's pretty hard, but then I thought I was in a chase with him, and so I decided to just chase him, to try and chase him into one of my teammates, and it turns out I wasn't in a chase with him. So I regroup, get back down, and I see one there, and he tries to smoke, and I end up poisoning him, and I get the silent. So it actually does work out. And yes, they did get like an escape, but I mean, 100 points, that's not that big a deal, as long as you don't give too many of them up. Yeah, chase killing in Manhunt, unless there's like 3 seconds on the clock, I wouldn't do it. Actually, don't do it. it'll piss your teammates off if they're anything but competent, or anything competent. Excuse me. Alright. And as you can see, we did end up killing a lot of them. So this dude is sort of going to try and run away, and then he's going to try and run back and try and mute. If you try and mute someone, especially if they're using smoke bomb, always do it before you think you have to do it, because then it'll actually work. It takes a couple seconds to activate, and if you do it before you think you need to, it'll work. I've used it for a really long time, so the distance I use it from, if I had been watching that a couple, I don't know, months ago, I'd be amazed that it was actually working, because it's really far away from them. But if you learn the timing right, it'll be pretty good. Alright, so we had a pretty decent attacking round, so a 20k attacking round, which is what ended up happening in the other game too. And what we really just absolutely dominated in was the defense, which I'll show here. We're at the fountain. The fountain's probably the best defensive spot. Again, I haven't done a commentary in a while, maybe a week or two, so bear with me. So we're going to get a stun lock going, and this does require absolute teamwork. I mean, we were calling out where they were, and I mean, I died because they all had resistance, so we just kind of, that certain stun lock fell apart. But we're still doing pretty good. We still get a lot of stuns. It was either this game or the other game where I think Nostalgie got 29 stuns, which was very impressive. Okay, so we're regrouping at this other spot, which is one of the other defensive spots that are good. And this dude's going to get stunned by Nostalgie. And so she's going to get killed, but then I'm going to get these 2 stuns. And then our team's going to regroup here and start getting some stun locks. This dude tries to gun. Not the best idea in that situation. So he gets that on the edge of the smoke bomb. I stun this guy. And as you can see, we're just working as a team. Just you stun him, I stun him. We sort of messed up on that one. We got someone killed, but you know, stun locks are not easy to maintain. People may say they are, and oh, it's a cheap, scrubby style of playing. Try and maintain a stun lock for the whole game, and then tell someone that, is my opinion. And I mean, there's a difference between stun locking an entire team and stun locking one dude because his teammates are just idiots. Now that's not too hard, but stun locking an entire 4 team with 4 of you is pretty difficult. I somehow get that stun. I smoked way too early. And then we switch off. We end up stunning these 2 for a long time. And I think around this time we were around 40k, maybe 38k. So yeah, we're doing pretty good for our normal Manhunt game for sure. Yeah, we just keep stunlocking these guys, basically. And yeah, this is a way easier stun lock than stunning, or having to stun all of them. I was not paying attention. I had no idea where that guy was. So he kills me, but then you can stun 3 people with 3 of your teammates, so they still get a bunch of stuns off of it. And I immediately rushed back there, because at this point we actually just wanted to get 50k. I mean, we were so close, and we just felt like we wanted to get 50k. And I smoked that guy, mute that guy, and Nostalgie ends up getting him. And now we're regrouping as a team. I get that one in the smoke, or Nostalgie does. And then I get that one. I'm going to try and get this one too. And then we end up smoking them. And then someone ends up dying. I get the stun again. Then I end up dying. And I think at this point, we were pretty close. I can't see on my screen. I think maybe 44K. I don't know. I apologize. We're getting pretty close to 50K. In fact, it might have been 46 to 48. It was one of those. All right, so we run back because again, we're not trying to hide, regroup, or anything. We're just going back to where they are and trying to get a bunch of stuns and get a bunch of points. That's all we care about doing right now. And so I somehow die, even though I was mashing B. And we're still pretty close. We got 30 seconds left. Again, once I spawn in, I just go straight back to there. I don't even think. I mean, even if they all die, I still want to go back there and get a couple stuns. So I go through the crowd, end up killing one or stunning one, and then we end up doing a stun lock. Now, would any of this have happened against a good team? No. If they were good, they would have killed me when I rushed in at that last moment, but they didn't. And we actually hit 50K. So that was the game. I'm uploading a second match, so watch out for that. It's actually better than this one. Ooh. And here are the final scores. And thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.